Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about accumulate positive experiences during COVID-19 lockdown. My name is Hanneke Jonas. I'm an occupational therapist in mental health in South Africa, and I'm DBT trained. As OTs, we understand the necessity to be in lockdown, to socially isolate and use stringent hygiene principles combined with the need to sustain good psychological, mental health, and stamina in order to stay safe and healthy. OTs work with people to develop strategies to facilitate continued access to the activities important to them while in lockdown. Many people may feel painful emotions during lockdown, and for good reasons. It is usually, but not always, the events in life that cause unhappiness. Increasing positive events now can accumulate into a happier lockdown. Why add positive events to your life? Positive events not only increase positive emotions, but decrease sadness and other negative emotions. In fact, they are so important that they are important components of two of the most effective behavioral interventions for major depression: cognitive therapy and behavioral activation. All people need positive events in their lives to be happy. Each person needs different things to be happy, and the same person can have different needs at different times. The absence of positive experiences has negative effects. Positive events do you no good if you don't experience any. Positive events are like food. Food does you no good if you don't eat it. Pleasant events are possible. Even in lockdown, a person can find or develop pleasant events. Those events that will lift the spirits, at least momentarily, and that will increase positive emotions, even if only slightly. It's important to add little positives into your daily routines. It's important that you plan pleasant activities, because if you don't plan pleasant activities during lockdown, it will lead to planning unhappiness by default. How to build positive experiences now. Do at least one pleasant thing a day that prompts enjoyment, pleasure, serenity, calmness, love, joy, pride, or self-confidence. The second thing you can do is to plan events ahead of time, especially when they are hard to do. Also agree on the plan with someone else to mobilize you when your mood is low. Practice opposite action when you need to activate yourself. It means doing the opposite to what your low or anxious mood tell you to do. For example, when your mood is low and you want to stay in bed all the time, you would do opposite action by getting into the shower, put clean clothes on, and walk around your garden, or start a creative activity, or rearrange a shelf in your linen cupboard. It's important to be mindful of those positive experiences. Focus your attention on positive events as they happen. Refocus on the positive when your mind wanders to the negative. Participate and engage fully in the experience. When the number of positive events in our lives is much smaller than the number of painful events, it can be hard to tear our minds away from what is painful. It's also important to be unmindful of worries. Don't destroy positive experiences by worrying. Refocus on the positive when necessary. Boredom is a common problem in trying to increase pleasant events. Boredom, however, is often the result of watching events rather than participating in events. Watching the world go by is nowhere as interesting as participating fully in the flow of life's events. It's important to be mindful and be present to our lives. It is difficult to benefit from events when we are not present. It is also common for some people to worry about various aspects of a positive experience. For example, to think when this experience will end, or whether they actually deserve the positive experience or not. Also, how the experience might cause others now to expect more of them because they've proven that they can do more things or positive things. Worrying about these things, however, only detracts from the positive experience as it is happening. Be patient. Adding pleasant events to your routine change emotions a little at a time. Practice them often and try many different activities, figuring out what you enjoy most. And over time, the small changes that these activities make in your mood will add up to a noticeable difference. So I've added some ideas for pleasant activities during lockdown that you can do in your property. How about soaking in the bathtub, recycling old items, listening to music, lying in the sun, laughing, thinking about past trips, looking at photos, doing hobbies like creative activities or fixing up things or sewing, practicing yoga from an online video, repairing things around the house, working on your car or bicycle, taking care of your plants or gardening, camping out in the garden with your kids or family, practicing faith via online platforms, WhatsApp call a group of friends, make a lovely meal, singing or playing a musical instrument, make a gift for someone you will see after lockdown, writing short stories, novels, poems, or music, starting a blog, writing 3 things to be grateful for, photography, playing with your pets, reading fiction. It's important to plan these things. So I just remind you of having some form of schedule that's going to help you through this time. It might be helpful to block it out the morning, afternoon, and evening, and thus you plan pleasant activities, at least 3, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 in the evening. Thank you for listening to the session. Plan for staying healthy and functional during lockdown. If you need online support, send a WhatsApp to 073-021-7622 to inquire about our online support group, our online DBT groups, or individual support. Stay safe.